topic here has been accelerating growth through strategic partnerships. Uh, Partnerships can be meant locally, domestic, nationally, or internationally. I'm going to focus more on the international side because uh, my understanding of business outside India is better than my understanding of business in India. So the word strategic partnership going outside, yeah, we need to look at the products, the services, and definitely the knowledge, what is available outside that we can bring in for our advantage here. But then there is a very nice saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So how does a Frenchman know what an Indian woman wants to look like? We need to figure out ourselves many things. Our bridals look different than their bridals. Our makeups are different. Our color tones are different. And our environmental challenges are different. So a strategic partnership without considering these factors is a disaster in itself. And we have been working very hard, going around the world, meeting several companies. For the last 15 years, that's what I've been doing. So before I start connecting myself to the points which I've been asked to talk on, I would like to clarify that for me, beauty means either we are talking about being healthy externally or colors. This is where I could think of as a definition to talk about. And sourcing knowledge for being healthy means we are also looking at areas of treatments or we are looking at fashion trends. And both these areas have been touched by several countries almost 3 decades ago. I mean, if you look at Japan, if you look at USA or France, they have talked these topics maybe 3 to 4 decades ago. And so it does make sense to go out and say, hey guys, we have arrived now and we would like to not only buy your Jaguar plant or your steel plants, but we also would like to buy your education from you. And well, after bringing them in, then it is important to accommodate them. So to move forward, crossover of from salon to beauty treatments, technologies, opportunities from external sources. Yes, we can bring them, but customization is important. The next topic which highlights here is franchising for scaling up. Well, franchising as a business, there are a couple of heroes sitting here, so I wouldn't like to comment anything. Let them come and talk upon that franchising business. But I would like to emphasize about partnering this knowledge with the franchising company. Yes, I have seen many very, very huge challenges because running a franchise system in India is a challenge in itself. Then disseminating information to partners and then to their staff is like one more additional step and a step where you don't have much control. Licensing to bring international products, a very, very interesting topic. It has evolved very well. I still remember when I came into the industry, there were already a couple of players who were doing very well already at that time. And I had the aspiration to grow beyond them one day. I'm happy that we have come a long way. I'm not sure whether we have outgrown them or not yet. But licensing has now gone to partnerships. We are calling for joint ventures. It's just not about going and signing an agreement there and saying, oh, I'm going to import your product and try to sell. If my salons buy, you are my partner, and if they don't buy, we're done with it. So I go to the next company and start looking for something new. We are searching them through completely, thoroughly, seeing what expertise they have that they can offer to our country and make us better and richer. And eventually, of course, we have to build their trust also. It has to be a win-win. So initial couple of years, fine, I import your products, I sell, but JVs is the next step. And I'm proud to say that Closel as a company, we have been successful in already signing up 4 JVs now, which we are going to roll out one after the other in the coming year or two.
What we are talking about, acceleration of growth, it's going to require a lot of change in focus, expansion in terms of in areas that we are not accustomed to. But I'm really not the one to be preaching here because I'm relatively new to the salon business. I spent my life in fragrance and cosmetics and luxury retail. And in the audience here are owners, managers, stylists who all have far more experience, and in the Indian market in particular. I've been here now 3 years, and I have to say that I'm still a student of India and will always continue to be. I think we all are students of retail and students of the salon business because they are growing in directions which we cannot really anticipate today. So training is going to be one of the most essential elements. The ability to educate. It's basically someone who cares about your business almost as much as you do. Whether it's in the IT field or whether it's in salons, and salon owners have typically focused on the artistic, the emotional element of it. And investment in infrastructure has always been more or less secondary. And I think salon owners need more strategic partnerships in the back office than in the front. Because the supply of product, you tie up with a couple of suppliers and it's more tactical, it's more promotional driven or price driven. But the strategic partnership which you have with your banker, with your construction guy, or your accountant, those are, or tax chap, these are more strategic partnerships which have to be developed. On the issue of franchising, which is also a strategic partnership. I brought Saks Fifth Avenue to Saudi Arabia and Dubai. And the biggest thing I learned from that was what the franchise gives you the title, the design, the look, and the name. What is very difficult to transport is the ethos or the personality of the brand that you are franchising. And this most of the time resides in people's minds or the way you do it and whether you can replicate it. So passing on the franchisor has to be a very strategic partner with you in investing time and money in putting people into your organization if it's possible, if it's a large store, to pass on the spirit of the franchise that's there.